Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, July 14th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. The Palm Coast City Council workshop devolved into a brawl yesterday morning when Mayor Eddie Branchino and Councilman Victor Barbosa clashed over an insulting picture sent to Branchino criticizing who he had endorsed for mayor in the upcoming special election on July 27th.
Excuse me, sir. I'm talking to Councilman Barbosa.
Picture towards me because I
No.
You're talking about.
I was clear about Mr. Barbosa.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I'm talking. Do not interrupt me. You talk at the end.
Well, not yell at me.
No,
you can talk to me as a person, but don't yell at me.
Okay. If your criticism is not well taken here, I endorse whoever I want. I never spoke anything about you endorsing. For me, I couldn't care any less. And then again, I don't know if I should kill you with kindness or indulge you with my sarcasm. But then again, I don't think you're bright enough to understand the difference.
Are you stating I'm stupid?
And based on that criticism, I'll take it this way. Coming from you, I'll take it as a compliment.
Why do you spend so much time on my Facebook?
No, this was a picture that was sent to me, sir. I don't care what your Facebook says.
Well,
but when it mentions me, I care.
Surely speak enough about it up here.
No, because that's you talk for hundreds of people. I talk for thousands. I say it here. I don't go on Facebook.
You sure about that?
Absolutely.
City Attorney Bill Reichman tried to bring civility back into the meeting.
Well, Mayor, Council, both, everybody. This council, this prior council, has adopted rules of procedure and rules of debate. One of those is to provide that every council member, and that involves everybody, should refrain from attacking a member's motives. And we've all taken an oath of civility. And I would simply remind everyone that we have a responsibility to represent all the public up here and try to keep our remarks consistent with our rules of procedure and our oath of civility. Thank you.
Meanwhile, there was business to attend to at the workshop yesterday morning as Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley is asking for an additional $1 million from the city of Palm Coast to cover 10 new deputies who would patrol the city. He made his pitch to council by stressing that crime is down 48% and they want to keep it that way.
I think there's a reason that we don't have the issues that you see in other communities and the more deputy involved or law enforcement officer involved shootings. Is because what's not calculated in a crime rate is the ability for more than one deputy, in this case, to be at a scene. And I can tell you that our resources are being stretched.
Mayor Eddie Branchino supported the request.
We're not expecting a lot of crime coming to Palm Coast. What are we expecting? Us. It's a lot of safety. The only way to come up with that is for you to be properly staffed.
Councilman Ed Danko also supports the funding increase.
With all the money that we're going to be asked to spend this year, I think you're the best investment, and I'm fully on board with what you're asking for.
Palm Coast currently sends a little over $4 million to the sheriff's office. Staley's request includes 25 new deputies, the other 15 which would cover and be paid by the county. Palm Coast City Council will make a final decision on Staley's request as it works on the budget for the next fiscal year. A midnight swim in Palm Coast lands 3 people behind bars. John Arking reports.
On Monday, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office responded to a call about a commercial burglary at the Belterre Swim and Racket Club, according to Sheriff Rick Staley.
Fortunately, there was video surveillance that caught the perpetrators in the act, and our real-time crime center started using their technology to identify a potential suspect. They located a vehicle that matched the description of the one in the video cameras and obtained a tag. Upon going to the owner's home and talking to the registered owner, a confession was obtained along with the names of the 2 accomplices. This resulted in 3 burglary and felony arrests of young adults that decided they wanted to jump the fence, burglarize, destroy equipment, letting off a fire extinguisher because they wanted something to do along with taking a midnight swim.
The 3 suspects, 21-year-old Timothy Kasurin, 20-year-old Emmanuel Milinkovic, and 19-year-old Hannah Mulvihill, were placed under arrest for burglary of an unoccupied structure and preventing the use of equipment for extinguishment of fire. They were released after being placed under the supervision of pretrial services by order of the judge. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
Palm Coast firefighters are being credited with saving a teen's life. Karen Johnson has the story.
It all began when a teen girl climbed onto the overpass of Palm Coast Parkway in the I-95 bridge on Father's Day. The Palm Coast firefighters quickly noticed the girl was in a mental crisis. Lieutenant Patrick Giuliano is the public information officer for the Palm Coast Fire Department.
Driver engineer paramedic Kaylen Graham and driver engineer Mark Davidson were awarded the Gold Life Safety Medal. This medal is presented to a firefighter who, in the face of personal hazards, saves the life of another person with disregard to personal safety, without their actions creating an additional hazard or compromising the mission.
The Palm Coast Fire Department also provided a unit commendation ribbon to the crews of Engine 21 Fire Police and Ladder 25 for their supportive efforts. The unit commendation ribbon is awarded to a group of members who have performed services to the department in a highly commendable manner. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
We're learning more about Palm Coast's interim city manager, Denise Bevan. Amy Cherry has more.
Denise Bevan came to Florida from Alabama in 2002. She started off as an environmental consultant with a background in biology.
As a consultant, I actually did a lot of work here in Flagler County and Palm Coast, and got to be in the deep swamp and Graham Swamp and see the great trails that we now have, I think, over 130 miles of trails, and I was just so fascinated with the balance of nature and development in Palm Coast.
She joined the city of Palm Coast in 2007 as a senior environmental planner and saw tremendous growth in her career from there.
The administration really believed in the team concept of bringing staff together across the organization, tackling big topics. So I served on 8 teams and led 3, including the Strategic Action Plan effort, which I really think was an opportunity to just absorb so much information across the organization and work directly with City Council.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Describe what you do in one word.
Daytona State College's Trent Burning.
I think passion is just the perfect word because I am very passionate about it. I love the arts. I love the communal feeling that's created within the studio when we're all in there working together. And to pass on that passion on to veterans and their families, it's a real honor.
Burning said that when the veterans are working together in the studio, it can be a cathartic experience. You can listen to the Veterans On Point program where this interview came from on Sunday mornings at 9:30 here on WNZF. The podcast is on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, more on the veterans' experiences inside the studio. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.